Welcome to the Bourbon Doctors. I'm Chad. This is Albert. Albert, this is your idea. And actually, it's kind of your...
Maybe.
Kind of Derek's idea. Tell him the story.
So, I ran into our buddy Dr. Gierman the other day. You've seen him on the show with us. He's quite the bourbon aficionado. And he hands me a bottle of Four Roses single barrel. Now, neither Chad nor I is strongly in the Four Roses camp. We think it's fine. But generally...
It's solid, but it's not great.
It's underwhelming, I think, right?
Okay.
That's what I would say about it. It always, we tried the small batch select. We've drank small batch.
Single barrels.
So, I mean, we think it's good bourbon, but not great bourbon. Mm-hmm. But Dr. Gierman assures me...
Who drinks a fair amount of bourbon.
He drinks a lot of bourbon. He assures me that this is great bourbon. Now, this was a store pick from our Hy-Vee, which is, if you're not from the Midwest, it's a grocery store that also has like a little liquor store attached.
Like your Publix or your H-E-B.
Yeah, Kroger.
Yeah, something like that.
And this is the OESO recipe. Now, if you're not well versed in Four Roses, they have basically 10 recipes. They have 2 different mash bills and 5 different yeasts, which results in 10 different recipes. They all, I believe, start with O, I think they all start with O, and they all have an S, and so really it's just 2 letters. The yeasts, if I remember, are O, S, V, F, and K. Is that right? Why do I think there's a Q in there? I think maybe it's instead of F.
You're boring the shit out of everyone.
That's probably true.
Because no one cares.
And then there's 2 different mash bills. Anyway,
they just want to know if it's good.
Well, supposedly this is one of the bourbons where it matters what the recipe is.
OESO is
OESO.
You don't have to tell them there's a Q and all.
Well, maybe they want to know. Maybe they want to know. Who knows?
Who knows?
So here's the deal. Neither of us have opened this bottle. We haven't drank from this bottle. We are going to try it today.
But it's got to compare.
You got to compare it to something.
So it's 120 proof.
It's 120 proof.
Single barrel.
Correct. Single barrel.
What'd you pick to go against it?
So this is the ECBP from this year, the A121.
Why do you keep talking in letters? ECBP.
Yeah, because
Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. You can say the whole word.
Because if you know bourbon, then you know
but not
the
everyone
stuff.
Does.
Not everyone does.
When you start talking like that, it's like Roger, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Yes, maybe.
WTF.
Maybe. I guess for those that know.
You're talking like you text.
Just to shorten it up, man. Just get with the program. Anyway, this came out in January this year. I really like it. It's one of my favorite single barrels. And it's also 120 proof, if I remember correctly. 123. So we're going to pair it up.
And I picked Knob Creek 9 store pick, exactly 120 proof. Again, a store pick, single barrel. It's a great matchup, man. It's like they all from the same sort of weight class.
That's the thing.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's 3 heavyweights.
We talked about the cask strength 12-year. And we talked about, I thought store pick's an interesting comparison. Now, I believe, I don't know what the age statement is on this single barrel. I don't remember what it is. 12-year. So this is 12-year. This is 10-year.
That's 9.
And that's 9-year. So all reasonably close.
Right about the same.
Let's do some blinds.
Blinds, these 3, go.
And we're back.
Welcome back, Kata.
These, really the color on all of these is just really nice. I bet they're all going to be delicious. Well, I know 2 of them are going to be delicious. I know that. And I'll be surprised if we can't pick out the Four Roses, right? I mean, even though we've not had this bottle, I'm pretty sure we're going to know which is which.
Well,
we'll see.
We can find out. I bet I agree with you. I bet they're all good. I mean, because we like the higher proof. You're talking 120 to 123. This is not whiskey for beginners.
Ooh, that is nice. Sweet, little floral, a little honey. That's delicious. 1 is fantastic. 2.
2's the barrel proof. And I can't tell if it's better than one.
No,
That's my thought.
I think I might go one better than two.
Two's very good too.
But two's, I
a
mean,
little
two's
more
really
of a hug
good.
to it.
A little more hug, a little more nut flavor.
Well, that would
And
go
the
with Knob Creek,
ECBP
though.
does have some nut as well. Not quite so much as the Jim Beam products.
One's Four Roses, I think. Two's the barrel proof, and three's the Knob Creek.
I think you're right.
But that being said, we're not here to guess what they are.
No, we're not here to guess what they are.
We're here to pick which one. You're sitting there and you got these three bottles and you can only have one for the rest of the night. Which one is it?
Do you want to know the truth? I'll come right out and say it. I'm amazed, but I think I'm going with the number one. Now, I'm going to take a swig of water. I'm going to work my way backwards.
That just sounded weird. Why are you working your way backwards?
Well, you can either go... again.
It still just sounded weird. Yeah. You could phrase that differently.
I don't mind working it from the back. You know, the one thing about your bottle of the 9-year knob, it's not as peanutty as some of the other Knob Creek bottles.
12 years?
Yeah, the 12 years, for sure, a lot nuttier.
Would 12-year cast strength have been a better comparison?
I don't know. I mean,
No,
I think...
because it's a 12-year.
It's
That's
a 12-year.
12,
That's a 10. I go 9, 10, 12.
It doesn't matter. Two's my favorite.
Two's your favorite.
One is close. Three is good. But if you're going to make me rank these, which you are,
Yeah.
two's my favorite. One's good. Three, they're all good. But again, I got to drink one. I'm drinking two.
Let me tell you, I mean, this is our second video for the day, right? And we just drank a bunch of low proofers.
These are way
This is the sweet spot, man. For us,
you got to go.
it really. Oh.
115 to 125. 110. I've had some good 110s.
So interesting, on the second pass through, the Four Roses isn't.
That you think. We don't know.
It
what these
isn't.
are.
I'm pretty sure that. I mean, it's really floral. I think this is the Four Roses. It was way better with the first sip, and not as good on the second.
And I'm going to tell you, number two's better on the second sip to me. But I got my ranking. You're taking your time. Like,
I think two might be my favorite. Two's really good. Three's really good. Second go round, I'm gonna put one at the bottom.
really?
But I do think it.
Which one do you think is the best? Which one are you going to put at the top?
I think I'm gonna put two at the top.
So we disagree on our second and third place, but we both think two is the best.
It's close. These two for me are really close. 2 and 3 are really, really
Can
close.
you make a decision, or are you just
I
gonna
just did. I
say
said
they're
two,
close?
but
Like, you got to pick a winner.
so two's gonna win.
Okay, who's two? What's two? Production assistant.
Ah. Yeah, I kind of was curious whether that was really the ECBP.
What's one?
One's Four Roses.
We were
Yeah.
right on the Four
Four
Roses,
Roses.
but we had Knob Creek is the winner.
Yeah.
Now the problem with that, and I love it, a Knob Creek 9-year, it is a store pick unique to our store here. It's a barrel pick.
Yeah.
So unless you live in Mankato, Minnesota, and go to MGM, you're not going to get the same juice. But I will say, and I think you and I hit on this, the 12-year cast strength you can get anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's really good.
Really
it's just
good.
as good.
It's a little bit more expensive, though.
So, and the other thing we'll say, Derek, you're a great guy, Dr. Gierman. But, you're bringing me Four Roses from Hy-Vee. I'm not, is good, but
So I would argue that all three of these bottles
it's good.
are very close, and they're all good whiskeys. I am not going to bash that Four Roses.
I'm not going to
bottle,
bash it
single
at
barrel.
all. What did he pay for it? Do you know?
I think it was like 70, which is a little
That's
bit
a
hard.
kicker, man, because
That's
this
a
is a
little bit
$40 bottle of juice. You're going to pay twice as much for this when
that.
we thought this was better?
Yeah, yeah. Now, and the Elijah Craig is a $60 bottle. Again, you're more decisive in this round, but I will go.
That's just in general.
That's
I'm
maybe
more
true.
decisive
You are.
in general.
You have no fear of being wrong.
You're somewhat wishy-washy.
That's because I don't think that there's a huge difference between these three.
All right.
I don't think there's. I mean,
You're not. I'm just giving you shit. You know that, right?
Well, I don't care either way.
All right. Yeah. That's good.
And yeah, I mean, I'm a Gemini. I can be wishy-washy. It's what it is.
What are you talking about? Gemini.
Yeah, I'm a Gemini.
Oh, you're talking about zodiac.
That is what that is.
I'm a Leo. They're not indecisive.
They're not indecisive.
No.
For those of you at home, what this really comes down to is this bottle of Four Roses is really good.
And if you can get it at Hy-Vee.
And you can get it at Hy-Vee, I guess. It is really good. This is the first bottle of Four Roses that I go, yes, I would potentially drink that all night.
I like their small batch select. Occasionally, depends on my mood. I like it. I am, and here's what I'll say. I think Four Roses is a great distillery. It's been around a long time.
Oh, for
It's got
sure.
a great story.
For sure.
They're very generous. They do come to some of our fundraising events. And so shouts out to them for that. But, their bourbon we like, but it isn't.
It doesn't blow my doors off. This is the first one that I go, this will compete. May not win, but it'll compete with some really great products.
Well, on any given night, if this is all you got, you're okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is all you got, you're
and
okay.
If
but if you got all three sitting there, I'm going with this one.
Yeah, and I would say it depends on my mood for the night. That's really the true truth. Is that one night I might feel like the knob. One night I was really surprised by how much the knob and the ECB
feel like
taste.
A knob or the knob?
Yeah, whatever. It's all good. I was surprised by how closely the ECVP and the Knob Creek 9-year, how similar they taste.
Yeah.
They're really pretty close.
Yeah. They both. I was surprised because I thought this was Knob Creek and it wasn't.
I wasn't sure. Again, the Elijah Craig does have a nuttiness to it that also. So does Knob Creek.
And you like that.
I do. I like my nutty flavor.
You like.
Go ahead. Go.
I'm not gonna.
Go ahead. It's all right.
All right.
I keep throwing you softballs.
Like, subscribe. You really are.
Yeah.
I could go on all day, but it could get ugly. Like, subscribe, and remember,
bourbon is for drinking.
Cheers, everyone.